Hi, welcome to another JV's Old Beer List Reviews. Beer 547 by my count. Have you ever tried to define marketing? Marketing is all about two things. There and there. That's all that marketing is. You gotta get your eyes on something. Or whatever it is that you use to get the product. Maybe it's a soft product, maybe it's touch, maybe it's something that smells good like a perfume. In the case of beer, taste is usually important, but when you're at a store, you don't have the chance to really taste something unless you're in some sort of like a beer sampler or something like that. You can't taste everything, so what do? Number one, you look for a beer that you've already had, and you say, oh, that was a pretty good beer, I think I'll get that one. Two, you maybe heard about some beer or something like that, was like, oh, somebody else said that was really good, I gotta try that. Maybe even from someone who rates beers. And then there's three, the wild stretch, reaching out into the unknown to see what kind of thing you might be able to pull out. Could be a gemstone, could be something much stinkier, much worse. So I was out in the store and I found something that really caught my eye. What did I find? I found, against the grain, the brown note. Now, right away, you're looking at this and you're going, seriously? That's poo! They have a guy who pooed his pants as the front logo of their beer. Nasty. And it's not even like the guy is like remotely anything attractive to him. I mean, look at this. He's carrying toilet paper in his hand. Nice little flab of New Belgium's fat tire over here. This guy's got tattoos of what appears to be severed ligaments. And then a severed head on the other side. What's that mean? And the funny part about the whole thing is that all these tattoos on him are the same color as what's tattooed on his back. He got the brown note stamped on his back. So the brown note is the ale, and it's a brown ale. Yeah, real funny. So they're really trying to make this a whole marketing appealing thing. Let's put a guy who clearly crapped his pants on the front. And honestly, I saw this brown streak at first. I thought, like, I don't know, crap was rocketing out of his ass or something like that. So it's a brown ale. It's supposed to be served at a slightly elevated temperature, something like 50 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that. It's whatever the British do, or it could be Celsius, like we use in jolly old Great Britain. 5% alcohol by volume. This is more than a pint of brown ale. I happen to like brown ales quite a bit, but this just almost looks unappealing to me. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's brown. He's got brown. It's brown. It's nasty. His poo is brown. The whole thing's brown. He's got brown. You've got brown poo on your underwear. And it even says a little something on the side of it right here, a little paragraph. It says, oh, the shame. This is the brown ale to end all brown ales. Yeah, by the freaking marketing on the front of it. We hope you packed an extra pair of undies. You're gonna need them. And then on the other side of this ale, it actually gives the fart noise, and then, uh-oh. I wonder if that's how the Webster's Living Dictionary spells the fart noise. Let's look it up. The Living Dictionary. Know how to spell your fart noises. Let's see. How's that spelled? Looks like it goes straight from PHE to PHI. There is no PHF. Living Dictionary says you're wrong, you bloody bastard. Okay, so it's a brown ale, but am I really going to taste something that's like a brown ale, or am I really going to taste something that's kind of crappy? Calling again on our trusty friend, Ye Long Bottle Opener. Now let's see here. Some smoke. That is a heavy, heavy smell. That smells so thick. It smells as thick as the freaking guy in the bottle. When you got something thick, who you call up quick? The jelly jar. Make it right. Let's pour this and see how it looks, how brown it is. Well, that's brown. So it's got the traditional brown color going to it. Got a lot of head, a lot of beading going around on the top too. Like some of the foam is running around on the top of itself. It's weird. The smell. Whoa! That has got some odor to it. I'm trying to smell exactly what it is. Nuts? Nuts? Yeah, it's nuts. The aroma is actually very complex. It's really hard to describe. It's just got a lot in the inside of it. It doesn't look like the beer actually has a whole lot to it. In fact, you hold it up to the light, it's actually got a decent amount of see-through associated to it. So it's got some opacity. I was almost expecting something dark and like pooey. Okay, let's go for the initial taste. Nuts. Nuts. Yep, nuts. There's nuts in this beer. Is there nuts in your poo? I feel sorry for this guy. It's got the nuttiness of the brown ale. It's got caramel in the initial taste, and it's sticky. It's like it's actually sticky. Like they really just dumped caramel inside the beer. There's nuts. Like there's a sweetness, but it's not like a sweetness that I could want to have on a summer day. It's like a sweetness that makes more sense actually in the fall. Let's go for the main taste. The initial taste actually really goes through the top of your mouth and goes into your nose, and then the main taste is there. I feel like I gained like 5 pounds when I drink this, and I might actually be gaining the 5 pounds here, but I shouldn't be gaining it that fast. Like this is just instantaneous. Like every gulp is 5 pounds. 10, 15, 20. That's just a lot of weight, and it's not bad. It's all over your throat. It coats. There's something else in here. There's something bitter associated with the main taste, almost like there's coffee mixed in there, but only like it was filtered through coffee, not like it actually was brewed with coffee in it. Like there's just a subtle hint of it. Let's go for the aftertaste. So get past the main taste. And it's heavy. Like I'm really getting weighed down by this here. Oh my gosh. The aftertaste just pulls you down. You know how scientists are trying to find the gravitron? Yeah, they better start looking in brown ales. The aftertaste actually keeps going on for a while. I have to admit, like a minute after the initial taste, I can still kind of taste the aftertaste in there. It leaves something on the back of your throat, and it's something that's wafting up into my nose. So as far as ratings are concerned, take a look at the bottle right there. That is some Class A marketing. You put a guy with crap on his pants as your bottle. That is awesome. So 5 points right away for the bottle, because that's just great. Somebody was a marketing genius. You know, they probably thought about this just after they had a bad break in the bathroom. You know, one of those breaks where you're reaching for the toilet paper and you're like, uh-oh. The pour is normal. I did find it kind of odd that some of the suds were kind of bubbling up over the top of each other. It was like some weird surface tension thing. I'm pretty sure maybe that's just something to do with the temperature I'm serving it at. So another 5 points for that. Nothing strange or anything like that. The scent is complex and perplexing, but it's not entirely in a good way, and it might be the season. You know, it might be that. You might need to wait for a shittier season. So I give a 3 points for the scent. The initial taste. The initial taste has some of the sweetness of the caramel on the inside of it. I can definitely taste the nuts. There is a stinge bitterness of coffee to it. This would be one of those beers where it would be great just after you like rake the leaves or something like that. This is definitely more of an autumn ale more than anything. The main taste is thick. About as thick as this guy's fat tire. So the main taste, not the worst that I've ever had, but I mean, it's okay. Alright, I'll give it a 24. And then there's the aftertaste. I don't like the aftertaste. There's something tingy, almost metallic to the aftertaste. Like it just hangs around on the back of your mouth and rides up into your nose. I don't know. I don't really like it all that much. I'm giving it a 10. So overall, the beer gets a 6.2 out of my rating system. But I noticed something very interesting about this. I poured it in the jelly jar. Man, I still got a lot of this bottle I got to drink. My ruling is I don't pour any of the beer out unless it gets below a 2. There's not much that gets below a 2. There have been things that have been close, like smoked ales from Germany. So I might be off in season with this, I don't know. But it is pretty hysterical about the guy that's literally crapping his pants. You should get this beer if you see it, just so you can say that you had a shitty beer. Because that's literally what it looks like. It looks like you're having a shitty beer. But don't repeat it anytime soon. You know, collect the bottle, put it on your fireplace mantle or next to your dog or whatever. But don't get it again. Don't, unless you want matching sets or something like that. This is JV with JV's OhBeer List. Cheers, and don't forget to wash your hands.